What's up guys, Laneface here, and I'm back with another Final Fantasy VII video. So about a month ago I made a video about the Final Fantasy VII remake and the information we knew up until this point. I posted it about a week before E3 in hopes that it would get people up to date, thinking that Square Enix was going to give us some new information about the game. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I thought I'd do something fun and bring back my top 10 series and talk about some of the rare and most easily missable armor, accessories, and enemy skills in Final Fantasy VII. Some of my favorite things in the game are on this list, so let's get it started with number 10, the Sneak Glove. This is the only item on the list that you can get anytime after you get Cloud back in your party. But what makes this an easy item to miss is where you get it and how you get it. First, you have to go to Bone Village and get the key card to Sector 5 by digging. Then you need to go back to Midgar and head all the way back to the item shop where you got the batteries from to help you get to Shinra HQ the first time. And finally, you'll need 129,000 gil in order to buy it. The Sneak Glove increases your chances of successfully stealing an item from an enemy, but I haven't found a conclusive answer as to how much it increases the chances. I just know that from personal experience, when I wore it, I almost always got what I wanted. Coming in at number 9 is 4 slots. This is an armor you can find pretty early in the game. The first chance to get it is during your first visit to Shinra HQ on the 63rd floor. You have to grab coupons, and they can be found in various rooms on the floor. But all the doors are locked and you can only open 3 of them. So you'll need to find the right path to get all the coupons, but one of these will give you 4 slots. The only other place you can get this is in Costa del Sol during Disc 1. After that, it's gone forever. In at number 8 is the Shinra Beta and Shinra Alpha. Starting with the Shinra Beta, there's only one place you can steal this, and it's when you sneak onto the boat that takes you to the middle continent. Right before you fight Genova, you can fight the marine enemy. This is the only time you'll see them. The only other way to get this is by defeating the submarine crew, which you encounter during the underwater reactor mission. But there's only a 12.5% chance of it dropping. Last time I played through, I never got it to drop. So stealing it from the marine enemy is the best way to go. The Shinra Alpha is equally as tough to get, as there's only 3 enemies you have a chance to steal this from, all of which you only come across one time. So the first is the underwater MP enemy you find during the underwater reactor mission. The second time is when you have the option of fighting your old friends from the Shinra parade. You can steal one from the captain, but I mean, come on, you can't kill those guys. Or if you fail the submarine mission, you'll get a chance to fight another captain, but those are the only 2 captains in the game. The final opportunity you have to get this is right before you fight Hojo for the final time. You can encounter first-class Shinra soldiers, and you can steal from them. After this, you can no longer get the Shinra Alpha. In at number 7 is the Aegis Armlet. There is only one of these, and you can find it in the first area of the Shinra Raid mission. You can find it in this chest here. Once you go past a certain point in this room, you can't go back, so make sure you grab it when you can, or it's gone forever. In at the 6th spot is one of my favorite enemy skills, Trine. Trine does an electric attack to all enemies. I like this one because it only costs 20 MP and it's helpful for the majority of the game once you get it. The downside is that you only have 3 chances to get it. The first being when you fight the Materia Keeper boss. The second fighting the enemy Stilva, which looks just like a red mini Materia Keeper, on top of the Gaia or Gaia Cliffs, however you want to pronounce it, which you only go to once. And lastly, when you fight Godo, Yuffie's dad, at the top of the Pagoda Tower. If you want all 4 enemy skills complete, you have to wait to do the Pagoda Tower until you acquire all of them, as this is the only way to get Trine for the last enemy skill. In at number 5 is the Tuff Ring and Zeedrich. The Tough Ring gives the user a bonus of plus 50 in Vitality and Spirit, which are your defense stats for physical and magic attacks. The Aegis is arguably the best armor in the game, as it has a 100 defense stat, gives plus 20 to attack and magic, as well as cutting all fire, ice, lightning, earth, poison, gravity, water, wind, holy, cut, hit, punch, and shoot damage in half. The only downside to it is that it doesn't have any materia spots. These are special items you can only steal from Rude and Reno. The Tough Ring is stolen from Reno and the Aegis is stolen from Rude. Both fights with Reno when he has the Tough Ring are optional. The first being at the Sunken Galinka after you get the submarine, the second being during the Shinra raid underground. The same goes for Rude, as well as with the exception of one mandatory fight with him right before you board the rocket ship. So you only have 3 chances to get the Aegis and 2 chances to get the Tough Ring. In at number 4 is the Iron Bangle. It's one of the first pieces of armor you can buy, but you have a very small window of opportunity to get it. You must grab this once you get back to Tifa's bar before you go to the next reactor mission. Otherwise, you can never get this. Another piece of armor you have a very small window to get is the Warrior Bangle, which comes in at number 3. Not only do you have 1 chance to get this, you're timed while doing it. The opportunity comes while you're doing the huge materia mission, where you have to stop the train from crashing into North Coral before time runs out. While you're jumping from car to car on your way to the front, you'll fight an enemy called Eagle Gun. You must steal it from him here in order to get the Warrior Bangle. It grants plus 20 strength stat bonus as well as great defense, but unfortunately no materia growth on it, so it's not something I typically use unless I put mastered materia on it. Coming in at number 2 is probably my favorite item in the game, the Curse Ring. Not only is it a great item, but I just love how you get this. First, you need to head to Mediel before it gets destroyed and head up to this deck area. You should hear a weird sound when you walk over this spot. Hit the action button and your character will notice there's a key under the floorboard. Grab it and head to the weapon shop. You'll notice there's a door in the back of the room. Try and use the key on the door and it'll get stuck and break. This will get the vendor's attention. He'll ask if something's wrong. A common theme in this game is to tell the truth. Your character will explain what happened, which will amuse the vendor, and he'll end up giving you the Curse Ring. The only other way to get this is by stealing it from Ultima Weapon during your first encounter, but he can fly away at any time, so you need to be quick about it. The Curse Ring gives you plus 35 strength and magic, plus 15 vitality, spirit, and dexterity, and plus 10 luck, but it inflicts the wearer with death sentence. There is a way around this, however, by simply pairing the destruct materia with added effect to your armor. Just make sure destruct has death unlocked. And coming in at number 1, it has to be Pandora's Box. This is arguably the rarest and easily missable thing in Final Fantasy VII. It's an enemy skill learned by the Dragon Zombie. It's the most expensive enemy skill using 110 magic points. What makes it so rare is because of a coding error, the Dragon Zombie will only cast Pandora's Box once. On top of that, if it's running low on magic points and it tries to cast it but is unable to do so, that also counts. So you'll want to make sure you have all 4 of your enemy skills equipped and hope that it doesn't cast a whole bunch of other things before trying Pandora's Box. And that wraps up my list. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments section what you think some of the rare things are in this game, and if you'd like to see another top 10 video and what it should be. If Square Enix drops any new news about the Final Fantasy VII Remake, I will let you know as soon as I can. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.